I'm debating, should I do this?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year to anybody who's tuning in. 2026. What are we looking forward to?
To get the heck out of 2025.
Yep, every cycle has a beginning and an end. Do you have a nice holiday?
Let me grab my water here. Yeah, it was I was working, but nothing really to do.
What?
Most of my salespeople were off on holidays, so I had to cover for them. But
Not the
it
snack
means
days,
it
though.
means using my phone.
Yeah.
But I have inside sales and all that, so I'm not busy.
So, what did you do to celebrate the holidays?
I worked on my phone.
Did
No,
you
I
have dinner?
we actually went. One second here. I'm grabbing a pillow to be comfortable behind my back. Oh yeah, just this great. Oh yeah, this is great. No, um, wait, it's too hot in here. I'm taking my shirt off. One second.
Oh, weirdo alert. What are you
Um,
doing? Bring Tom
no, we
back.
it was so funny because where Teresa lives, we were invited upstairs to play games and snacks and stuff, and I overdo it on snacks, so I bought like meat and cheese, not platters. I made my own.
Like you and
Um,
the kids, or just you two?
well, everybody was invited. Ethan was invited. Emily and the girls were invited. Me and Teresa, and our friends and their two daughters. Their two daughters are like 17 and 21, 22. So, anyways, Ethan jammed, went to his buddies.
For
He came up
sure.
for a second,
Yeah.
and then Emily and the two girls went to a friend of Emily's and had a pit fire outside and whatever. They're fine, right?
Yeah.
But we had like too much food. Like I spent like probably $50 just on cheese and meat. Well, probably $40 on cheese. I bought some like good English cheese, right?
Nice.
But we played games and with the girls. So there's six of us, which is fine, right? And we
Great.
played a new game that was called Poetry from the Thandral, whatever, like
Nathaniel.
cavemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I've
So
never heard of that one.
so it's kind of cute. Like you got to get people on the other team to guess on a card a word, like an easy word, then the hard word, and the hard word has.
Where did you go? Andy's here. Andy's gone. Life with Tom. Here and gone. Tom, are you with us? Am I just on here by myself? Oh man, I'm gonna have to make some stuff up. It's gonna get interesting. Tom, where'd you go? You can call 911. Anybody know the number for 911? Call 411. Get the number for 911. I actually just learned recently there's three numbers for mental health. I feel like there's 611, 661, something like that. Tom, are you there? Can you hear me? Go out and come back in, maybe. Go out. Let's see. Huh. Well, bear with us, everyone. See if he answers on Facebook or he just pops up on there. Ooh, that scared me. I thought you were blowing your nose.
Can you hear me?
I can now. But you've got like some static or something.
Okay, give me a second. Let me get my video going. So it didn't like the blurry background. And here's what I think happened is my friend was over yesterday and I have an interface because I want to do some recording of some of my songs. I've got some music I want to record, right? And so I have an interface that I can use to do tracks on my computer.
Okay.
And my friend, who won't watch this probably, but he's he's a fidgeter. So he goes, he's got to click boxes and check this and check that. And sometimes he over touches stuff.
Hmm.
So he went into my speakers and checked this and checked that. And then this. So I didn't double check what he did when he left. Right.
But
So
it
I'm
was
going,
working perfectly. But when you were off, like it went a weird colored screen and then you were gone. But then all of a sudden, this big background noise came through. Like almost like it scared me. I
like an
jumped.
alien.
Yeah, something like that.
Was it like an alien?
Something like that. I just said that. But I've never met an alien, so how would I know? Can't see it. It's a glass, it's a candle. It's
They're
bright.
taking me. They're taking me. They're taking me.
They're gonna give you back. They're gonna be like, this
Yeah,
guy's
I don't know what happened too. I didn't
nuts.
hear a noise. I was gone
I
on my screen. Anyways, yeah, so we played some games. Do you have to stay up to midnight?
when? Oh look, I got shit on my sweater.
Is that holes or crap?
No, it's probably I don't know, chocolate.
Right. Kevin, I don't know. I don't think I can talk
No,
to you
I
anymore.
listen to this. I was asleep by 10 p.m. On New Year's Eve, and I woke up at 11 a.m.
Good for you.
13. I haven't slept 13 hours in quite some time, so I must have needed it. That's life after kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, where you can
We
just do whatever the heck you want. I love it.
we finished at 10:30. I was home about, 20 to 11. And then so I took my pills and went to bed. And then Ethan has a key. And so Ethan went to his buddies, and then Emily went to her friends, but Emily was going to pick up Ethan from his buddies and bring him home. So I didn't want him walking home, like, because there's some crazy areas here in Chilliwack, right? So he I could hear him coming home around 2 o'clock. And his buddies are fine. They're all kind of nerdy type dudes, right? So I'm happy they went out. And I was telling mom, and she's so funny. She goes, "Well, he said some of his friends are like, they smoke the pot, they smoke the weed." And I said, I don't know, maybe, but I trust my son.
Okay.
He,
Yeah.
he he wouldn't he can hear me anyways. He wouldn't like to feel weird. I don't think. I don't like. There's some people, they don't like to their body or their brain to feel weird.
Well, he'll decide on his own when he's ready.
I don't mind feeling weird.
It,
So here's the good news.
Can't hear you.
Do you like your body to feel weird?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He heard me, but he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
because he's tuning you out. I don't blame him.
Yeah, don't clean your ears, dude. So, anyways, one of the things that was interesting. So Saturday morning, so I'm up all through the night going to the bathroom, like paranoid. Anyways, because of my gut. So I get up. So 5 o'clock, I better go to the bathroom, and it's because of my bags. Not whatever. Not because I have to pee. I'm just paranoid. I'm gonna have issues, right?
Sure.
So all of a sudden I move my back a little bit, and down, like in my L4, L5, I have a bulging disc and a pinched nerve. L4, L5 is, I think, the bulging disc, and L5D1 or whatever is the pinched nerve. I've had this for years and years and years and years. So all of a sudden I can feel, like, not the big muscle, but underneath the little muscle, because I'm used to this for years and years. I could feel this little, like, strain, like a little, like, quick 6, 7 out of 10 pain. I'm going, oh crap, not this again. Like, because I'm always in pain, but then I get these sharp pains that I can hardly walk, right? So do my little stretches, whatever, go to the bathroom, come back. So at 7 o'clock, I, get ready to get up and, put my coffee. So I get ready to get up, and all of a sudden from that same spot, all the way up my right side to up through the middle of the back, up to my right shoulder blade, all of a sudden, to about a 7 out of 10, I get not a sharp pain, but all of a sudden this kind of, it wasn't jagged. It was like releasing an elastic band type thing
Oh.
go up my back. So I'm sitting there going, oh no. I'm thinking, like, I'm wrecked, right? like I'm going to be, because I've years and years ago, I've been off work for like 6 months because of my back, right? So, so I'm laying there and going, oh no. So the true test is like stretch my toes, do my little things, and then
Yeah.
get out of bed, right? So I get out of bed and I stand up, no pain.
Hmm.
Go to the bathroom, no pain. Go to put my coffee machine, my fancy coffee machine on, no pain. I haven't had pain since.
So maybe it was releasing something good. Maybe it was releasing some pressure.
Releasing the hounds. No, you know what I think
Come on,
happened?
dream killer, you can do it.
No, it's so I don't care. It's so I now the problem is I've got muscles on the leg and on that side, so I've been overcompensating on the left. So now I need to work on muscle strength, right? But what I think happened because of the feeling of the way it went my back, like it started lower and went like a elastic type thing. I think the nerve that was pinched became unpinched.
Nice.
Isn't that crazy? So I'm
Well,
not.
if for everything that happens a bad way, you can have something happen a good way. You know that.
Yeah.
That way and that way. That way, that
You got
way.
fruit flies there?
You know, I'm trying to
Uh,
slap some sense into you.
yeah. So anyways, I'm going, this is great. And then I told I tell the mom stories. I just got home at 3:30. I've been in like Abbotsford all day today. I had some meetings and other stuff. And I said, yeah, I don't want to jinx it. She goes, don't say that word jinx. I said, well, you use other words, so who cares? And I don't mean jinx it, but I said, no, I'm happy. I'm not going to be like, I don't have any pain. I was walking all day. I had lots of meetings and stuff to
It's
do.
great.
So, but it's sore, but the leg's sore and all that because I've been walking, but it should be sore because the muscles haven't been used that much. Like
Yeah,
it needs to
and you've
be.
been on your feet and it's been busy.
So it's all normal. So I'm totally
Good
excited and jacked.
and positive,
I'm
thinking
positive.
forward. Yeah, it's good.
So the other thing, so last night I should send you the pictures while we're talking. So last night, do you like any type of different types of foods? Roadkill, skunk? No. Do you like Asian food like
I don't
pho,
know if I've ever had it.
Vietnamese?
I think
I'll
I
send you some
just had
pictures.
like standard Chinese food, and then I've had sushi, and I didn't like the raw fish.
I don't like
That's
sushi.
probably my experiences. Like if I can get it at the local Chinese food shop,
Do you, do you
I
like,
love it.
are you a soup type person?
Yeah, from working in restaurants for sure.
So I'm going to share this with you. Okay, I'll send it to you on the phone on Messenger. So I promised when I sold the house, I take the girls, like Ethan and Teresa and the girls to pho, with we've been to before. So it's a Vietnamese noodle soup, and you could get brisket in it, or I got chicken balls, which we
Oh,
know.
cool.
So, and what they do is they have these homemade broths that they make for days, like
Oh, yeah.
beautiful broth, and then they bring the aromatics like the basil and lime and hot peppers, and it's, see the size of the, it's so good.
So I don't want to show any pictures with
No,
anybody's face, but there's
no,
two I can show. So there's this one.
that's me. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
right
go ahead.
here. There's your eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then this
that's a
one.
chicken ball.
Yeah, nice presentation.
So
Hey?
see, so every order like soups and that, they bring that side plate of
This?
sprouts and
Yep.
basil, and on the other side hot peppers, which I don't use.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Like
would.
it's so.
What's this thing though? It's like a wrap.
So the girls, so you order by a number. So you want, like, so they got the girls
Oh,
got number one special. So those are veggie rolls, and they
veggie
would dip
rolls.
it in the sauce beside. Oh no, so the sauce to the far back, it's a
Okay.
brownish sauce.
Looks like
That's a peanut sauce, like a peanut satay. So they
okay.
dip it in there, and
Nice.
then go to another picture. It doesn't matter. Nobody watches this but me, you, and maybe go one more. So those sauces in the front are for the spring rolls. Go one more
Okay.
if they show it.
That's it.
Um, is any more? Is that it?
No, don't drink and drive.
Hey,
Next
we
one.
weren't.
That's it.
So, anyways, I
So
got.
are these are these dumplings? Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, chicken balls.
Chicken balls. What's this she's doing? She got Fruit Loops?
No, so they make these are the places they make on site. They have a bubble tea machine.
I don't even know what bubble tea is.
Okay, so look it up, Google it. You'll
I
laugh.
will. I'll look it up. Yeah, we don't need to go into
So
that.
Booble Tea, Michael Booble Tea.
Oh
So
yeah, okay, I know the song.
no, it's not him. But what it is they have what are the gelatins called? They have these jelly balls that look like they're like eyeballs.
Okay.
Um, Ethan, because he's listening. And so they have like three mangoes and one was a smoothie, but it's they got a big straw, but it's these round balls that are in this like a smoothie
Yep. Okay.
that they like. It's an Asian thing, right?
Oh, I've seen ads and
The
places
girls love
for
it, right?
fluffer. I've
Yeah,
just never.
tapioca, something like that. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I've tried it once and not my. It's a texture thing because
Hmm.
the round tapioca, whatever the balls, they're like eyeballs, so I don't like the texture.
Are they like tofu? They're not like tofu though.
No,
No.
they're like little
Yeah, probably
gelatin
not for
balls.
me. I like to stick to things I know. I'm a,
Yeah,
I'm a simple girl.
yeah. So
I'm a simple child.
the broth ones. The girls all had like a brisket one, like so.
Oh,
They're so it's just really fun. So we did that. The other thing we're gonna do. I don't know if you would ever do this. Do you ever dress up like, or your kids in that like Halloween probably? But have you ever done like a Comic Con or like a fan expo and stuff like that?
yeah. And I used to host a murder mystery dinner constantly at one of the bars in town. So there was always we did it about once a month. Lots of themes. It was a lot of
So
fun.
so there's a thing once a year in Fan Expo, or once a year in Vancouver called Fan Expo.
Yeah.
And Fan Expo is a thing. I'll send you the link. But so you got it costs to go in there. It's a 3 day show. And
Yeah.
so this show here, it's a 25th anniversary. So they have all the Lord of the Ring cast, like all the main
Oh,
characters, not
cool.
Gandalf. They have a Stranger Things guy. They have like all these famous people. I've got pictures like when we went a couple of years ago. We didn't dress up. Ethan did, but me and Teresa didn't. It's like this big convention center. It's huge. And all these, especially in Vancouver, all these Asian people,
Hmm.
like they've got costumes that probably cost thousands of
Oh,
bucks.
I've seen a bunch
Yeah.
online. It's
And
amazing the
so like I
collectibles.
got pictures with Mario, I got pictures with Star Trek,
I got
so
Xavier with Captain America.
I
Even
love that,
Sarnia
right?
has one.
So
Yep.
so we talked about it last at the dinner, and so we're gonna go. We're February 13, 14, 15. So we're gonna go the Saturday. I think it's the 13th
You and
or
Ethan?
14th, the 13th. So we're gonna go. There's some people there to go get autographs. Oh, have you watched Deadpool?
No. I've
Okay.
seen clips of it.
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
The dog, the famous dog that has an ugly dog, there's a tongue hanging out the side. He's there. He's signing autographs.
Oh, fun.
But so it's like $90 an autograph. We're not doing no autographs. But
Right.
it's a day in to the
Oh, so
city.
fun though. That's
Yeah, we did it. It's after a while, it's like too many people. Like it's just over stimulus,
but
right?
there's very unique vendors there as well though.
Yep,
That's what we found. There's a girl that she's somewhere local here, but she has every Lego, every character you can think of probably in the world. There's a Lego character for her, and
that's
she's
crazy.
got it. It was amazing that we spent a lot of time the
Where
last
was yours in? What's in Sarnia?
in Sarnia. Yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah. I was just talking to Xavier about it too. It's in April. But the bigger the city you go to, the more you're going to see. I was just actually saying that to him. But when we went, we spent I wandered away, but Robert and Xavier, they spent most of their time with the Lego characters.
well, that's
Getting
funny.
it was like 3 for 10, I don't know, whatever, unless you got a special. But we're always looking for Professor Xavier for him, like in the wheelchair, right?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, makes
Excellent.
sense. Yeah, yeah. Next
Yeah.
time, next time.
Yeah,
But that's a lot
so
of fun.
that'll be a fun thing to do, and it's not horrible. Like so, the Vancouver one's of course the big one out here, right?
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's for
mega
the
fun.
one day. It's like $40 an adult.
Yeah.
Um, Charlotte for kids is $10, which
Okay.
is cheap, which is good. And then Izzy, who's 14, is like $25. So So you know what? And Emily and the girls will pay for their own. I'll pay for my own, or for Ethan or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where it's this memory thing, right? And
That's
it's not
exactly
my.
right.
I drive less, so it's not like I'm looking forward to driving into the city. But anyways, so you saw the little video I did about Resolute.
Yeah, I did.
Did you watch it, or you only watched 10
No, I
seconds and
watched
turned
it.
off?
I
Yeah.
watched it.
So it was interesting because I had, me and my words. Oh, what's this word, man? I gotta look it up because I might think I need this, right? And then I was thinking of National Treasure, the
Mhm.
Resolute Deaths, of course. Then I was thinking of the movie. That made me want to watch the movie again. I just watched it a few weeks ago. But I thought, thinking of positive, I thought, man, like, because I feel really good. This was before my back would ever happen. But I don't like, the typical New Year's resolution people. Oh, I'm gonna quit smoking. Like, that's
You ever
fine.
said a word for your year?
What's that?
You ever said a word for your year?
We did it last. We did that already, didn't we?
Well, we usually do one every year. You do a new word every year.
I thought we did it like a couple weeks ago.
A word for this year?
When you brought it up,
Oh, I probably brought it up. I am asking you, do you pick a word for the year? I'm sure we've mentioned it.
Resolute.
Oh, that's your word?
Hello.
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 I don't know how you apply that word.
To you or to me?
No, to the 365 days.
You don't know how to reply it until you use it.
Yeah. Like, how does it apply?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Resolute. Let me tell you how it applies. Being firm, determined, unwavering in purpose or belief, showing great determination, steadfast. There's another one, courage, having courage.
Oh, okay.
So I have this
So you're
written.
going to stand solid all year.
So
Setting
unwavering.
boundaries.
What's that?
So that means setting boundaries too.
To say boundaries?
Being resolute, standing strong in your convictions.
It doesn't say boundaries.
Do you know what boundaries mean? Look that up.
What kind of show are we starting in January here? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Being firm, determined. So being firm, put my foot down. I know that sounds like boundaries. It's funny you mentioned boundaries. I know what boundary means. See, here's the thing: showing great determination and steadfast, and this made me think of you, often in the face of difficulty. So instead of being like, oh, my life's really hard, I'm being a wow, right? So when when life's hard, I should say sucks. When life's hard, it's hard. It's okay. But you know what? I got this. I got it. So it's interesting. Today I was at church for the morning, then I had a meeting after church. One of my friends from church, a little bit older than me, his name's Tom. Tom A. I'm Tom P. Tom P. I'm Tom P.
Tom P.
And he just found out he has cancer. He has a form of blood cancer. And so he's not going to be on the music teams that we have. He's one of our leaders.
Right.
Because he starts chemo next week.
Oh dear.
And so we had, talking with him and just spending a little time after, right?
Yeah.
And, and some of his, anyways, we were spending time with him, encouraging, praying for him.
Of course,
and
give him support.
And he, he was just saying like his wife and some of the grandkids are worried about like effects of chemo and stuff. And I said, because there's some bad effects. I said, I didn't have any effects. I had no side effects, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, I was telling him, I wasn't thinking of this word, like I was encouraging him. His family wasn't there. Like, take it in the moment now and don't worry about something. I didn't say it this way, by the way. I was nicer. But we don't want to worry about something that hasn't happened because the way we perceive it's going to happen, we may be wrong. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So there's no sense thinking, oh no, I'm gonna like throw up and blah blah blah, whatever, right?
Right.
But so for me, this made me think of you. Determination and steadfast, standing hold my ground in the face of difficulty. And I love that. I go, man, like that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
A resolute person is characterized by strong will, courage, and an inability to be swayed from their goals or principles, making them steadfast and perseverable. I love that.
Sounds like a boundary. Just kidding.
Doesn't fucking say. Oh, sorry. Oh, we're gonna be kicked off.
I'm good.
Starting the new year. Let's break up the pom-poms.
Yeah, here they are. Distract. I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? I didn't.
You
hear
got pom-poms? This is what I'm doing for the new year. So
you
break
doing?
them out, break them out, break them out, break
Oh, you
them
got
out.
two? You weirdo.
They're my earrings.
They're a couple.
Sorry, I did that for effect. That was my acting.
They're a couple.
That was my theater acting.
Oh, very good.
Method acting.
Bravo.
This is my serious pose.
I've never seen it. Even the cat
This is my
like,
not
what
so
the
this
heck?
is my not so serious pose.
Looks like the other
This
one.
is my happy pose.
You know what? You could just get a universal card, that face, and write the message. Sorry about your loss. Welcome to your new home. Well,
But
congrats on your baby. Sorry you died last year.
see,
Universal.
you know what? If you can invent this, it'd be great. I could have my face butchered. I'm okay. Just have my face like this.
Yep.
And you can have coming out of my mouth, like those little bubble words.
Yes.
You can have little bubble words. Sorry about your loss. Better luck next time. Condolence for your loss. Maybe you'll find somebody who'll last longer. No, sorry.
Sorry about the divorce, but you actually won.
Yeah. Sorry about the divorce. You should have known better.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
That's a Tina.
Oh, it's so funny when you split up with somebody, that's when they all come and they spill the tea. And you think, why didn't you tell me that before I left? Right? It's so funny the way people work. Oh my word. Hilarious.
So what I was gonna say, so this morning I went to church. I don't normally go if I'm not doing things. I went to church because I had a meeting after, so I said I'd go. So everything what you're talking about or what you say is what my friend the pastor he's the method actor and he's hilarious. He breaks people up in groups. He was putting on some dance music, goes, hey, it's a new year, dance around, say hi to people, greet people. I wish he'd film it. He makes me mad because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
You would love that part. But he's talking about the Bible, but he's saying like exactly what we're saying. He says, like life has problems, but be thankful.
Yeah.
Don't be stuck. Be thankful. Be
Are we
thankful.
grateful to have a life?
Yes, and so it was interesting. This guy stood up, he's probably in his mid-30s, and he goes because Mike had some people stand up, just like, "What are you thankful for last year?" Right? And this guy said, like, I was having seizures 3 or 4 times a day, like every day.
Wow.
And he goes, and something happened in December, like whatever the doctors did. And he goes, I've only had 2 seizures since then.
Whoa.
So
awesome.
wouldn't that make you incredibly thankful?
Yeah, exactly.
So and we talk about taking little victories and big victories. So anyways, I was telling Mike before I had my meeting after, but I was telling him about us because I kind of brag about us. And he like I said, he's not like a overtly religious ones that you've met. But I said, this is what we talk about. I said, my sister talks about this idea of like when we're walking through stuff. I didn't tell him what you were going through. When we're walking through stuff, we need to be thankful. We need to be reminded that, in this hardship, it's hard, but we'll get through it. And we need to be appreciated. I got my kids, I got my grandkids.
It can always be worse.
Yeah. I stood up. I don't normally do it, but I did just because I want to support my friend because people were Canadians and they're too proper and they sit down and they don't share. I was like the 5th person who stood up. And I said, here's what I said. And with, honesty, I said, I didn't talk about losing my $40,000 on the house. No. I stood up and said, I'm thankful that my daughter, my granddaughters are here in a safe place.
That's right.
That's it.
That's
I'm
right.
thankful. Was the other part difficult? Yeah. Do I care? Not anymore.
No, and you learn to that's the thing. We're always learning, right?
Yeah.
We're learning, we're moving on.
Yeah.
And aren't we thankful that she had that independent time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she learned a lot there. Like when you start really peeling the layers of the onion back,
Yeah.
so many different things to be grateful for.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes even if you look at them independently alone, it doesn't really resonate with you. What? Go ask Papa. Go ask Papa. We're looking for socks. But when you look at the whole big picture, I know layers of the onion, or you have those aha moments. Like every time I walk in this room, I have to watch, I don't knock over my oxygen tank. So it's right here with another small one and then three big ones. And every time I almost knock one over, and we've knocked a lot over, trust me. And I think, oh, I'm so grateful I have the freedom to just knock that over and not have to deal with it.
That's
You know what
right.
I mean? So having like, so when where I could look at it and cringe and be like, oh God, I hope I never have to wear that again, or that was terrible, or looking and thinking, oh, my nose is sore, just like they're not pleasant, right? So
Yeah.
that perspective, I actually shared something um,
On your
on
page?
my page. Did you see it about the laundry?
I probably did. Share it again.
I will because it really, and I wasn't looking for it. Uh, so it was random. Hold on a
Excuse
second.
me. Oh, I'm yawning.
But it it really resonated with me. So if life is an endless loop, oh, of dirty dishes and laundry, then oh, my thing's in the way. How do I move this? Then can you read the bottom?
No,
You
you
can't.
read it. You
I
read it for
can't.
me.
My
No,
panel's in the way.
your panel's in the way for me too. Can't you make that bigger? Take
Oh,
our faces off.
our faces aren't on.
I could see me and you on the top of it.
No, but the words are at the bottom. Then that means, can you read that?
And that means life is also nev something, and then meals and comfy something. Pull it up on your phone. Oh,
so
there. There it is. It's
thanks.
I can't, it's too small for me.
It's fine. If life is an endless loop of dirty dishes and laundry, then that means that life is also a never ending loop of home cooked meals
Right.
and comfy, clean clothes. And
Right.
that's where the perspective that's where the perspective matters. We
Yeah.
can complain about that. Now, mind you, as life has shifted, we're at a different time where, like, even though I slept in on Christmas morning, I didn't sleep until 11, but I still slept in. So even though I slept in, I still woke up early and wondered, like, if the kids had come
Sure.
down
Yeah.
or like at Nicole's or if they're opening gifts or what. So we have that connection to the pitter patter or
Right.
Santa's involvement,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So that sort of keeps our foot in the door, if you will,
Right.
to appreciate, right? But even when like you come home and you're tired after working all day, aren't you grateful you have a job? Because somebody's kicking stones in the unemployment line, right? Or when I'm looking around this house and I wish I had a cleaning lady and I don't and I can't afford one, but then I think, aren't I lucky I have a house big enough to
Ooh,
have, you
excuse
know,
me.
dust bunnies in the corner, or a house large enough I can have 16 people upstairs and not hear them.
Yeah.
Yes. Right? So that breaking it, and sometimes, Tom, it takes effort. It
Yeah.
does. And just flipping the switch so that you go to the good thing first.
I think this always brings me back to us talking about perspective, perception, right?
Yeah.
And and I think I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of movies. Did you ever I don't think this was a movie. You ever watch of Mice of Men?
We read the book.
Okay, the movie you got to watch the movie. The
Yeah,
book's great.
we
The
read it
movie
in
is
grade five or something. It was like Ontario. Everybody in Ontario read it.
what was that?
I think everybody in Ontario read it.
Yeah, we were made to.
Yeah, that
But
one, and
it
then
was
there was the other one. Oh, is that
it
the
was
one they were on the island of mice and men?
no, Mice and Men was a big. It was the prairies. It was a story about the prairies, and it was Lenny was the little guy, and he was kind of shifty guy, and the big dumb guy was a big dumb guy. He was like 6'5",
Oh, right.
and he was the guy that would be like, he'd go, oh, look at the pretty little
That's
rabbit,
right.
and then he'd be petting it and kill it,
That's right.
and
What's
then
the
he
other one
killed.
with the island then? Do you remember that one?
That was the Lost Boys, Children of the Corn.
Yeah, it was like a combination of all of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because they
But
had to
that
like,
was oh shoot. Why do
I
you
know,
uh,
this public
not
government
Gulliver's Child?
run
Anyways, yeah.
school
It
system.
was yeah, and I think so. What I was thinking of, there's a book out. I don't think it was a movie. I think it was a cartoon actually. There was a book out called Pilgrim's Progress, and
Oh,
I don't remember if I read it as a kid. I read it at some point, and basically what it was is about this guy that has a big bag on his. It's like a cartoon allegory type thing. The guy's a big bag on his back, and his friends are just negative, 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 right? And and then you see everything negative, right? Everything's not good. It's like
exactly. You're
right,
attracted to what you're interested in following,
yeah. And so
right?
part of it is, and here's where this is you're gonna say dream killer. Send me the shirt. So how do you balance this idea of I don't know. I actually no. I don't think it's important. There's some people, probably few people that live in denial in such a way. I'm just thinking a couple of guys I know that will never admit how horrible their these are a couple of guys I counsel. Their marriage is. It was never that bad, and we're talking where
Oh,
so
yeah.
they'll live in denial. They'll never own
Well,
the
it's
truth.
pride, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pride is the
But there's a
problem.
place where you go, okay, this is the way I feel, but you know what? I've got this. I've got my family. I got my space. I got a few extra bunnies. It's okay. But anyways, yeah. It's so. What are you thinking for 2026? What's your thoughts?
I'm excited. I'm faking it till I make it. So I'm excited because I'm very hopeful I'm going to get good news from the doctor. So
Okay,
that's a
that's
good
good.
thing.
Yep.
My word for 2026 is pause. So the pausing before,
Like bears have the what things
no,
bears have?
no, the one with the U,
Oh,
PAUS.
me? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So because I've been actually applying it the last couple months. My 2025 word was consistency, and that can be sort of mundane. You have to be careful when you pick a word, right? Like pros and cons. And I'm not saying it was boring, but
Yeah,
it could, you know what I mean? Like too consistent sort of reduces your opportunity for change, right? But that was my word. But the last couple months, more so while my stress level, I think mentally has gone higher.
yeah,
Um, so pause has been my lean in, whether it's the thinking, the talking, the having more chips, having whatever, or even financially, which is sort of interesting. Just to, my my MO, if you will, as soon as I get money, I go in and spend it. And I'm not saying I go in and go shopping on Amazon. I go
yeah,
spend it on whatever I think I should be spending it on. But sometimes that I just do it so fast, right? Same as I have an idea. And instead of using the power of the pause to process, figure out where,
Yeah.
it all fits in, I might all of a sudden send somebody a message. Hey, Tom, I got an idea. Let's do this. Or, hey, I think maybe I'd like to. And then I put myself in a situation that I didn't really think it through. Right. So that's my perspective for 2026 is to be able to pause in my thinking, my speaking, my actions,
That's a good
everything.
word.
Yeah, and I'm just going to show down and in with pause, there's secondary words like focus, calm, that sort of thing. And I think, sort of like what you were saying about your friend with the upcoming health conditions and worries, I think that pausing keeps you from going down a rabbit hole or keeps you in. Oh man, I get it. I'm in quite, and I'm not leaving them, but I'm in quite a few groups for my lung condition. Like I'm in like an alpha 1 group and I'm in a couple COPD groups, which I gotta tell you, it's the weirdest thing. People post in these COPD groups, and I'm sure there's a million. I'm only in two, but in the ones I'm in, good grief, they turn the comments off so fast. There'll be like three comments turned off. And I'm like, I don't know, not very interactive. But, anyways, so the newest one, my condition is sometimes called genetic emphysema,
Right.
the words that people know. So, today I saw, and this suggested groups is a blessing and a curse, but I saw an emphysema group and I went in and I snooped in there and yeah, you got to be really careful because you get the good, the bad, the ugly, right? I mean, I've learned some things over the holidays of potential outcomes which are not joyful.
Right.
I'm like, why? And it's just like, you were saying about going and like doing your own research. You have to be really careful, what you're bringing up
Yeah.
and what you're, I just saw a girl today do that, and she's yeah having some stressors, and she goes right to Dr. Google,
Yeah.
and I think she thinks she's dying. I'm sure she's not. But anyway, so proceeding with caution. So my power of the pause aligns with that. So when I'm reading these different things, and at the end of the day, no two humans are going to experience the same thing the same, right?
Right.
And so this is my perspective. I have an alpha one, like my actual condition. It's so different with everybody. Like my liver is fine. My lungs are screwed. A lot of people are the opposite because the action actually happens in the liver.
Yeah.
So, and then what did you get from your parents? It can get it.
Yeah.
Nothing is a blanket. So I think that'll help me being in the pause.
Yeah.
That I can just take a breath and be like, I don't even have the same kind as that guy. Like sometimes you have to talk yourself out of a crisis mentally,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, so that's my word this year, and I'm excited about it. And even if my first appointment in February, obviously I'm a work in progress. I did 4 minutes on my activity bike today.
Good for you.
Thank you. It's my first time this year. And so, speaking about power of the pause, so I joined this one group that's really helpful, and it's called Back to Breathing. I would recommend everybody join it. This girl is fabulous, and she's about slowing down and everything. So I do every 12 hours. I do these inhaler regimens and blow in this thing. But my
I'm
one
listening.
yeah, that's fine. The one in the morning, I do extra inhalers. So if
Right.
I'm gonna go on the bike, now's the time, right? I pump my lungs up. It's a slow release, so it's supposed to keep my lungs pumped up for 24 hours. Blah blah
Okay.
blah. So I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm done, and then the bike's there, and I'm here, and then I'm having a conversation. So I'm like, well, new year, new beginning. I'm not going to get better if I don't do anything. If I just sit here, it's not aligning with where I want to be. I keep visualizing having a good appointment with my doctor because he's happy to give me good news. So, like, I visualize that. But my aha moment in that pause was I determine how fast I go on the bike, right? Nobody's gonna, "Witcha, witcha. Michelle, you gotta go. You're trying to get to the store before it closes." Or Michelle, who am I competing against? Who cares if I'm going, if I can walk faster than what I'm cycling? Who really cares? Except
Well,
for full disclosure and transparency here. But besides that, nobody would know, right? So
but
that's so much that can happen in the pause.
but to me, that's such an interesting. But this is just the way I think. So bear with me. That's such an, like you said, like who cares? Because I deal with
Yeah.
people. That's it, and I go because for me, I want to unravel, not in a bad way. I'm trying. These are some people trying to help,
Yeah.
and I said, I'm not saying it's for you, but you just triggered a
No,
thought.
of course. No, that's fine.
But when we say that, and we say that as a truth, but rightfully so. But who cares? But somehow there's a part of it that's in our belief system,
Yeah.
because I'll go to the gym. I actually canceled my gym. Funny, my back's better now, but I canceled the gym at where I was going anytime. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the Y because my kids have a pass at the Y.
Oh, perfect. Good.
Now we'll see if I'm gonna like do what I say, right? But um, but I would go there and I say, I'm not competing against anybody. I'm doing the treadmill for me. But you know what I would do? Like this is so bad. Like just talks about your internal
Yeah.
wrestle. I would go, and if I always only was there for 18 minutes, if I was talking about something going to the gym, I'd say that I'm there for 30 or 20.
Funny, right?
Isn't that bizarre? So,
Yeah.
anyways, what I was gonna say, because I'll eat some. So one of this is a church guy. Doesn't matter. This outside of church guy. But what you talked about, what was the book you just mentioned,
The what?
or what did you say about that lady about not being busy, or
Oh, like the group? I don't know.
I
What
don't
did
remember. So this guy here, you won't be able to see it, but his name is John Mark Comer. And years ago, I've got it on my shelf somewhere. He wrote this incredible book called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry.
Oh, like
The
it.
name in
Yeah.
itself is gold. I'll
Yeah.
get that tattooed somewhere. And and in the book, who he's mostly talking to is leaders that have this sense that I need to do,
Yeah.
prove, validate, and it's and like in the church world, it's like I got to build bigger, better. I got to compete. It's in sales too, by the way, right?
Yeah.
And it's a friggin' only swear once per show from now on.
Okay.
That's in my contract.
Tact, boundaries.
But so it's interesting. Like I wrote down, I love you saying the word pause. I think it's great. And what I wrote, I did an arrow down, like kind of one of the words that are an opposite to pause, thinking of what we just said, this book and that is drive.
Right.
And when we may not use that, we might use other words, but when we don't take time, like I have no problem saying no to people. I have people ask me to do lots of things, could be
Except your
music.
granddaughters.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Well, I actually don't do tons with them, which is interesting, right? But so again, at church this morning, this because it's a cool pastor, right? He goes, we're going to do some poetry because we're talking about this part. He goes, I want you to do, and he gave some examples. This is after walking around and waving, hi there, happy New Year, shake your hand. What's your name? My name's Tom Petit, but whatever. You would probably laugh.
I'd
You
probably
would,
get right into it.
you would poop a little bit. Anyways, no, it's so
Okay.
funny. It's so funny. It's a mixer, and he calls them mixers, and he's playing like New Year's Eve music. It's funny. So, anyways,
Funny.
so I wrote this. He goes, write something about like maybe a challenge last year, but coming up with like a thankfulness or positive. So I wrote these. I wrote this. Healing takes so long, but each day is a gift. It's not very poetic, but I wrote it. I don't care.
I'm waiting for a rhyme.
Healing is red, violets are pink. You're not very smart, and I'm not being a sink.
And I don't stink.
Yeah, but the other thing too, talking about. So I was talking to this guy about the cancer and that, and talking about like what you're going through and waiting for results and
Yeah.
all of this types of stuff. My house, I'll use an example, but so I put down stress versus hope, and you were talking about like, and hope is such a powerful thing, and being anxious and stress are killers, right? They kill us, and they actually affect us. We've talked before about how they affect us physically,
Yeah.
mentally, emotionally, energy, everything, right?
Yeah.
And those around us, right?
Right.
And so we got to go. You know what? Like, even I think you told me, was it last time that your lung capacity was a little bit better? Was it the last time?
No, I'm at an all-time low.
Okay, maybe it was before that you had a good result. I don't know.
Oh, I did. It
Yeah.
was good, 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 bad, worse. We're at
Okay.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully, I've
Yeah.
been doing these
Yeah.
breathing exercises,
So
4 minutes on the bike.
see, and I love that. And so for me, because you're looking, what can I do? For me, being anemic and my white blood cell count is so low, right? And I was talking to somebody today, this guy who goes, I can't hang around my grandkids because the chemo can do this and that. I said, don't think of that. I said, like,
Yeah,
my white blood cell, like, I feel like I'm always fighting something, but like, if I, whatever, it's my time to go, I'm going to go, right? But
that's
talking about what you're talking about, so mom is having so much pain in her body,
mm,
so much shoulder pain. The shoulder pain is the worst right now. So now she's got to wait a few months to get another um, cortisone shot.
yeah.
And cortisone shots like a band-aid or taking
Oh,
an
it's a
aspirin.
fix. That's
Yeah.
right. Yep.
So she wants to get surgery. She won't listen to me. So this is a little bit, we're talking about you going on the bike. And I said, Mom, here's the issue. Now this is dream killer first. So I'm doing, I said, you want to put yourself in a place that by the time you see the doctor and the surgeon, we know what our health's like, me and you, obviously.
Yep.
You want to find out how to put yourself in the best place for surgery. Now, it's not a cavity. I don't know with surgery, like all they're going to care about is her health for surgery. So I don't know with having a shoulder surgery compared to having a cavity compared to I had a hip
But they're
replaced.
still going to put her out. She's going to have a strong heart and lungs,
Right.
right? Like,
That's what I told her because she's had a few times problem breathing.
yeah.
So I'm saying, and she thinks I'm being negative. I'm going, look up, and
That's being real. That's not a dream
but
killer.
I said, look up. What can
Yeah,
you do
that's right.
to help? And
Yeah,
and I'm
anti-inflammatories. That's what.
yeah, and like I don't know what she can say, but and the heart thing, she's got a little machine for her feet, right? I
Yeah,
said you've got to give yourself a chance for surgery because the cortisone shots, like they can't give you more doses. They
no,
maybe give more free, but and she's in a lot of pain. So what do you do, right? And she won't
yeah.
take gummies.
I know she's difficult.
But again, but you look at a difficult situation, you go, okay, how do I? And that's what you're doing with your bike and that. How do I put myself in the best situation to improve,
That's right.
not be
Right.
stuck? And you do that with the people that you work with all the time, right?
Yep. Yep. For
You
sure.
know what? You had
For
three
sure.
cookies yesterday. Okay, too bad. Let's move on.
Yeah. And you, and I couldn't make a sentence today. Um, and that's the thing, if everything goes for a poop and it doesn't go the way I wanted, I need myself personally to feel like I did everything I could,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Instead of, yeah, everything else that
Do
is
you?
the opposite
So
of that.
this is, and then like I said, you got to eat because I haven't eaten. But anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
I
here, and
know.
this could be another time too. And think about this. So, and me and you be in the same place. Do you have life insurance or no?
I do through my work, but I probably won't be working there for much longer.
But
So we'll
you're
go
on,
no.
but you have it now because of you're on disability, right, or whatever.
No, through one of my places of employment.
Yeah, but
Right.
you're on leave, right?
I am. Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
yeah,
Almost
because
a full year.
when I was on leave when I had cancer, if something happened, I would still have like you some
Yeah.
benefits, right?
And they have extended it. Yeah, so as of this moment, I am correct.
Yeah, and the only reason I say that, and because it's funny, because I was thinking about this yesterday, and it's not meant to be morbid. It's just to be. I have life insurance through work, and I have a TD life insurance that I pay $18.75 a month that I got like 25 years ago. I think I could pay until I'm 70,
Mm,
and
I get you.
um, it's 150 for me, 150 for Teresa, even though we're separated, and I think it had a rider for Emily for 50.
But you'd be dead. You
What?
wouldn't get the 150. What? Is
I
that
have
sick
life.
insurance?
It's life insurance,
Yeah.
straight life. If something happened to me today,
Yeah.
the beneficiary for that one right now, the 150 would go between Emily and Ethan.
Oh, because you counted yourself. You said 150 for you.
No, no. So
Oh,
Teresa,
okay.
if something happened to Teresa, because I'm
I mean,
paying
what? She might push you off a mountain.
but she doesn't get anything. But if something happened to Teresa, I have life insurance on her
Ooh.
on this plan, and I would get the 150.
Hmm.
And then the rider's probably not there anymore because Emily is over 18. There with
That's
these
right.
plans before when it was just to cover funeral expense, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing for me, and then I got work life insurance too, right?
You
But the
must
only
have
thing
got
for
all of
me,
that before your bag, right?
what's that?
You must have got all of that before your bag, like and your cancer and everything.
Screw you. Nope.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't get it now, not without paying a lot.
Unless I lied,
Like I can't get it.
unless I Photoshop some stuff.
Who does that?
Me, I wipe people out all the time. Those
Yeah,
pictures
but
I sent you at the
so
restaurant, I wiped out a whole bunch of people.
it's so. But if I did that, my
Yeah.
doctor would say, "Oh, she was diagnosed November
Oh.
2022," and they'd have to pay a
So
bunch of money back.
so TD was way before. That was 20 years ago. With my work, I've been there for 12 years,
Yeah.
and that plan, even though we went from we're Canada Life now, we changed
Yep.
things. It doesn't matter, right? But
That's right.
yeah, but it made me think of, and Mom was a smart. This Mom says I know her bank account number and all that. She goes, well, if my something happens to me and my pension goes in, make sure you take it out so it's not stuck in the bank. So okay, well, obviously, right? But all it made for me to do is I'm gonna do. I'm not worried about a will. I really don't have like a little bit of stuff, but I just want to make sure that I have some information like my banking and like my life insurance straightforward, right?
Do you not have like I don't know if I showed you this before, but I have books for my kids. So I have my password book that has all the passwords and
Yeah.
anything you need
Does it
printed
say
out.
passwords on it?
No, it's a dollar store address book. But I've got and has more detail. But each of the kids is this nope, that'd be Robert. Sorry, Robert. Each of the kids I got them this book from dollar store, and Alec being the oldest one, and I'll say most responsible.
Yeah.
The very first thing I have password book is on the top shelf of my desk, over the monitor, and then I leave all these instructions, and whenever I got great advice in there. So whenever I pass, he'll be able to read this. But then I put apparently I started it in January 2022. Um, and excuse me. And then I'll just put random things in there. Like on March 7th, 2023, Kevin came home with you yesterday. He is awesome. So just
It's a
little
diary.
things. Yeah, really, but it's all messages to him. So this one, December 14th, 2022. Almost Christmas. You bought me a new TV. You're the best. He did. It's like
That's awesome.
it's in my living room. Yeah, and then but there's Nicole's has much more. It's hard to keep it even, I'll tell you. But I'll
Yeah.
randomly, so it's literally like I'm writing to you right now. Well, did I ever tell you about my mom's diaries?
No.
So all my life, my adopted mom, she had these diaries or I think of diary different, but she always said, I have diaries. I write down every year. I've had diaries since I was able to write, something like that. And she died when she was like 82, 83. So she had bought like what I would think of more like a day planner, and they all had 1 week at a time.
Yeah.
And
That's what they
then,
call a diary over there.
yeah, right, exactly. Where I would think of where you're free writing. But, anyways, so every year for, 75 years or whatever, she would get herself a diary every single year. And she would I thought she was writing all her secrets in there. And honestly, I'll tell you in a minute why I don't know. But she would just write in certain things. So when she passed away, my one brother stepped in. We were all equal executors, but my one brother stepped in and he just cleaned the place out really fast. And that's fine, whatever. We all grieve in our own way. So, but I didn't realize he was doing it so fast. And I showed up to help or whatever, and half the place is cleaned out. But she had written like names on things and whatever. So I had taken her years ago prior, and I had got her all situated with a will when you had to have a will. And then they changed the law, but
Right.
whatever, that's fine. But so she was very organized, but anyway, so he's talking about all the work that he did, and he did this and that, and this was shit, and this was good, and whatever was falling apart. And then he goes, oh, and her closet, it was full of all these books, all these hardcover books. She had piles and piles and bags. And I'm like, oh, the diaries. I'm thinking, there's our deep, dark secrets.
Oh, geez.
Everybody's going to know. Well, he threw them out.
Oh, no.
And then, yeah, and I'm still, and I've never, well, I did mention it to him, but I didn't dwell on it because it serves no purpose, right?
Right.
But I was like, oh my gosh, no, I wanted those. And then he's like, oh, well, here, there's one. And there was one laying on the coffee table. OMG, Tom. It was the year I was 16, not the year you want to read.
That's right.
Not the year you're grounded all the time. Michelle took off again with her friend. Michelle's not listening. I was bad in those teenage years. So, but there is other things too. Like she was, I don't know, I don't remember now, but I still have it. And fun fact, one of my Weight Watcher members is a very good local singer, and she had written there, saw so and so, and she was spectacular. So, but if I saw a library of all her books, I had always thought, oh, I don't know, the year I was adopted, that's a year I would want when I was 2, the year
Interesting,
I
eh?
got married, the year I had my kids. Very interesting. The year my dad died,
Yeah.
right? Like, so sort of trying to recreate that, but not in 75 books. So
Yeah.
much more personal, right? But yeah, and so it was when I told him, his face just dropped. And then I said to him, you were bad too, so it's probably a good thing you didn't read them.
Yeah. And that's the thing where people aren't thinking, right? See, what I'm going to do, so I think I told you this already. So what I'm
Hold on
infamous
one
for,
second, okay?
oh, oh,
Okay. Emergency averted. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be quick. I've got to go to. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to eat.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
So I can't do letters anymore because I I I scare people. Years ago, I did Christmas in my place, and I gave everybody a letter at Christmas, and it was a positive. My daughter still has a letter in her
Oh, yeah.
purse, and so, but they it's freaked them out because it was like, I just want you to know like how much I love you and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So
That's
it's
why
like
they read it after, not during.
they read it at Christmas. I gave it to them at Christmas. So
That's what I mean.
don't forget, I went through cancer like 3 or 4 years before that. So it's
Hmm.
like, and then so we did that one. Then the second last Christmas up north, I called everybody into the front room,
Yeah.
and I did a little dance video. And we have the video somewhere. I got to find it.
Oh,
Too
good.
fun. But what I'm gonna do, I think, because I gotta do Tom fashion, and
Okay.
I've got a few recordings on my phone that are in a folder that are do not look till after I'm gone.
Oh, cool.
And one is like 5 minutes, and just when I'm bored, I go, okay, if you're watching this, it must mean I'm gone.
Is it a
And
video or a song?
it's a video, no songs, no.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm gonna do a video like that too.
it's going to be a bit of a treasure hunt in order to find my password. So they got to do
Ooh.
that mean or fun. Some will find it fun, some will find it
It
mean.
depends. If they never find them, it might not be great,
Yeah,
right?
but yeah, it's there was a movie, I can't remember what it was, a comedy, and the family, it was a couple of years ago, and the dad died, a rich guy, and I think British, and all the family and kids went home and to see what they were going to get, their inheritance.
Yep.
And there's a video of the dad, and he says, "You guys were all bums. You're getting nothing,
Yep. I
and you
remember
got to
that.
go do something or whatever." I wish I
Yep.
remember the movie. It's so funny, but anyways. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, for me, I don't like. Um, I, I'll leave on this. I think it's really for. There's a guy. I wish I remember his name, but 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Um, and he wrote some other books, and one of the other books he wrote about, it's legacy language, right?
Yep.
And it's about, and this isn't this thing that if I think people like men, or sometimes the worst, could be driven. You don't want to be driven to, you want to be naturally, organically you. But the legacy language is the privilege and the ability we have to empower those around us
Right.
to speak life. And I believe, um, it humbles me but makes me proud at the same time, that when I go, not that I need a funeral of 10,000 people or 1,000 people or 500 people. I already know in my heart the people I've influenced. And then I also know there's people I influence that I have no clue, because
That's right.
that we don't know. I've had people in my life come up, and you probably too, where you go, I didn't know, I didn't think I was anything special or whatever, right? So to me, that keeps me humble, but it reminds me at this point, this is being positive, right? It's important, like for you and me, it's important for our kids and our grandkids, and they know the struggles that we've gone through or going through. And we don't want to lie and be fake. But when we're able to say, you know what, yeah, grandma's got it or grandpa's got this,
Yep.
we're going to get through this. They get to carry that
Right.
instead
Right.
of the anxiety, stress. So one of the things, the last thing on my list, so for me, I've got some things that I'm going, okay, these are things that I feel I want to do. And me and Emily have talked about it. The girls aren't in school again for a while, and Izzy's having a hard time. She's cutting again, and she's having a hard time. And if you saw her, she looks like she's beautiful, and she doesn't look like overtly depressed,
No,
but
that's right.
and they don't normally, right? So I need to be and do my life, my responsibility, but I'm aware, and I need to encourage Emily to be aware. Um, Not panic, but you need to be aware. That's one of the problems with parents. Sometimes they're not aware. So, but Emily's getting counseling. She's happy. And I says, that's going to model something to your daughters.
Oh, 100%.
You need to understand that. So that's my hope and my prayer. And then I'm spending time with the kids. I'm taking them to a big Chinese mall in Richmond by the big airport, because it's got all like the Chinese and Asian little like foodie things they like. I don't like.
Oh,
I have a
cool.
customer there, right? But I get the privilege to spend time with my grandkids,
Yeah, exactly. That's
and
right.
I love it. So me and you talk about whatever we have to battle. We get to spend time
Exactly.
with our kids and grandkids.
That's right.
So I'm
Making
gonna
them.
go eat
All
a couple
right.
hot dogs, couple bologna sandwiches, and some spam.
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna go for
Oop.
a chocolate and some ginger ale. That's what I'm
So,
gonna
so
do.
this is. Let me
And
take.
wash my sweater. Yeah, what the heck is that?
I don't trust you. Don't show the people. If we're live,
Gotta
don't
be
show them.
chocolate. It's gotta
Are we
be.
live?
Yeah, we're still live. I haven't unlived. I haven't unalived us.
Can you see what that is?
Oh, I get those from Giant Tiger. I get
We don't
those
have a
right
giant
now.
tiger here, but we have a medium-sized hippo. I get those from.
Oh, nice. Oh, just the right size, just like my sweater.
Okay,
Weird. So weird.
it's poop. I'm pretty sure it's poop.
Pretty sure. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. Don't forget how amazing and awesome you are. You can
Kill
do,
this year. Slay it.
yeah, whatever's thrown at you, knock it out of the park. That's what we're going to do. That's right. Not this year, biatches.
Yeah.
That
No
was
more
my swear.
swearing.
That was my swear. One's for you, one for me. We're good. All right. Ciao for now, kids.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Oh.
Bye. Bye. That's it. That's all she wrote.